People ask me if the 2 hour marathon is a possibility, and definitely, 2 hour marathon, we could be getting close to that now if those athletes shifted to a fruit-based vegan lifestyle. People go, oh, this is fucking crazy talk, Harley, but seriously, man, the performance benefits you get as an endurance athlete when you're fruit-based vegan, low-fat, is fucking insane. It's insane. When you got all these athletes starving themselves, the extra 200 grams and stuff, people on the fruit-based lifestyle, hemoglobin levels are going to go up, sodium retention is going to go down, everything's just going to work so much better. So if world-class runners started doing that now, we'd see the times drop more. With the current doping technology, I can't see the advances taking us to sub 2 hours anytime soon. But I think the dietary one will be the quickest reduction time. People say, hang on, did you say doping? The marathon runners don't dope. The 2 hour, 3 marathoners don't dope. It's like, yes, they do, man. All the people, as world record marathoners don't dope. Are you serious? Are you serious? You think if someone comes from a country where they don't have Facebook, that they don't know about doping, you think that the talent scouts that go to these countries where people are earning $500 to $1,000 a year, and these talent scouts represent billion-dollar sportswear companies, you think that these talent scouts don't have access to doping products, which will guarantee they will impress their boss back home in Australia, America, wherever, that the athletes that they scouted will get the results. So basically, if you're a talent scout, your job is to go over there, find the athletes who are running well, because at that level there's no dope. No one can afford EPO in these countries at just the base level. So what you do is you look for the talent who's running naturally clean, and then you're like, wow, if you can run a sub 27 and you're 18 years old and you're doing it clean because you couldn't afford dope, because I'll see your parents and they get $20 a month, so obviously you're running clean, we'll put you on our program, we'll get you on the medical program, and we'll see some world records being set there. And then as a talent scout, that's your job, and then your sportswear company signs you those fat checks, and then you get your wife happy, you get your mortgage paid, and that's just the little cycle we go in as a professional sports. That's just how it is, man. And we've had recently some managers getting busted who are working in cycling doping, and then they get busted in cycling, so then they go to running and they go to these marathon countries and they sign up athletes and stuff like that. So it's interesting, isn't it? So the reality is that currently all the records in running is doping assisted. That's just how it is, 100%. So what I'm saying is that the doping technology is not going to advance that quickly, but dietary that's where it's going to be. People have to focus on their diet now. The doping, the training, yes, all as good as it's going to get. But the diet, man, if you're eating Big Macs and running 204 and you start eating clean, you're going to drop down to that 201 sub 2 hour, definitely. That's just how it is. You put shit fuel in, or less than the best, and then you put the top fuel in, that's just what you're going to get. You're going to get better performance. So the training's not going to change, the doping's not going to change, the athletes' genetic potential is going to change, but the diet can change. That's the most limiting factor I see in the elite marathon world for that sub 2 hour, definitely. And anyone who says that doping isn't in marathon running, you obviously don't have a fucking clue. Not to be mean, but that's just the reality of it all. You've just got no idea. If you think everyone's running clean at those marathons where there's $1 million up for grabs, you probably still believe in Santa Claus, don't you? Crazy. Okay, let's just pretend in our fairy tale world that no one dopes. Everyone's just running on toast and a bit of milky tea. That's all they're running on. Let's pretend they're not an EPO and on those hormones and stuff like that. Let's pretend they're running clean. Then if they started going clean and running 204, 203, and then they started doping, we'd be going, 158, 157, 155 maybe. That's what we'd be seeing. So anyone who says they don't dope, then we can do a 2 hour we can break 2 hours in the next month. And that will probably take 2 months for the EPO cycle to really start kicking in. So yeah, that's just the reality of it all. And for the record, this is a ripe banana, like that. This is not ripe yet. You eat that, it's going to be sitting in your gut like a brick. Look how easy that peels. And inside, perfect banana. That's what you're looking for. If you want to get in this 30 bananas day gig, this one doesn't even bend. It's not ready. You eat this, you're going to be running with a brick in your gut. Try the fruit lifestyle for a week. Just eat nothing but fruits and vegetables for 1 week and see how much lighter you feel when you go for your morning run the next day. Just test it out. Test it out and you tell me. And I just laugh when people think, oh, no one dopes at that level. It's like, mate, our shoes are made in China for workers who earn $1 or $2 a day. That athletes in certain countries that are going to earn $500 to $800 a year working in those jobs when they have the genetic possibility to get on the program, medical assistance program, and represent these billion-dollar sporting companies. That's just how it is. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's the business model that's working right now. No exceptions, because it's a battle between those sporting giants. You know, who's got the fastest athletes, who's got the bigger billboard, and anyone who says, oh, but they wouldn't use doping to ensure that athletic success, that would be against the rules now. You know, we won't do that. It's like, you don't have a fucking clue how business works, do you, at that level? It's fucking cutthroat. Those athletes dying of heart attacks at 17, who gives a fuck? You know, don't do an autopsy report because that'll probably expose it. Just, mate, the talent depth in those countries is just so thick. You know, look at the times people are running, sub-10s. There's like 1,000 athletes can run that in those countries. They don't care about you. You're disposable. Just, you get injured, fuck, shoot. It's like race horsing. They dope the horses up. They dope the greyhounds up. If they can't perform, they just shoot them. It's different with runners. They just cut your salary and send you back home. But, you know, but the reality is sort of a similar thing, isn't it? So it's cutthroat industry. I don't envy those athletes who have to run to feed themselves. That must fucking suck. Especially because you know that you got 1,000 people biting your heels that will want to take your job. So if you say, no, I don't want to dope because it might give me heart disease or prematurely kill me, they're like, cool, fuck off, see you later, we'll get someone else. We'll send a talent scout down. Yep, go down to the Rift Valley, get another one. this one's kaput, get another one. Bring 10. Bring their cousins and brothers and sisters, get them on. That's just reality, man. 100%. 2-hour marathon, we could break it with a dietary change, because the doping technology isn't going to advance another 10 or 20 years to go that far, but dietary is a limiting factor. Post your questions, comments down below. That's just how it is. Peace.